Okay. First thing on the agenda, I should have done it before I sent it. I want to get rid of choke horn. That helps flow here a little bit. It definitely helps flow here. This carburetor absolutely doesn't need a choke, man. You pump it twice, hit the key, and it just sits there and idles. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hack this thing off with every tool available. Thanks for tuning in. The Algire's Garage. Today, we're gonna get this Holly back together, and we're gonna modify the main body and get rid of choke housing. That's probably not gonna turn out well, but we're gonna use every tool we have in our arsenal, and then some. Lightning scissor, cut-off wheel, pliers, arbs, whatever, drill press, you name it, I got it all. So, without further ado, let's rock and roll. There we go, we're getting her opened up. Woo-hoo. Okay, now I'm going to blow this out, and I'm going to take it over, and I'm going to take my drill press and try to take my arb and true all this up. Hopefully it works. Don't know for sure, but we're going to try it. No. Welcome, the Algire's Garage. I've never tried this before. I cut this out very primitive with the lightning scissor. So now I'm trimming away the excess. Problem is, I don't have the right size arc to get all of this. That's the biggest problem. All we gotta do yet is tune this up a little bit. Choke housing's done, and then we'll get to put it together. Okay, folks, we are back. We got the double pumper, and we're gonna shoot this back together quick. Just got to make sure that first things first. I guess you could say that looks gooder. Yep. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make me a WD-40 rag instead of having to keep spraying. There. So now all I gotta do, first thing on the agenda, nah, that don't work. But we'll use a rag like this. There, that works better. Come on, don't soak in so quick. Okay, there. Now, you on there. All the bolts. Gotta see how many this one actually takes. I don't know why they don't tap these centers out, but they don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm just gonna lay them there, like you said, spray everything. There. These float balls, we're gonna leave them off to the side for now. I'm gonna take this. All-State carburetor. Down leg boosters. and a little bit of hackery of my own. I don't think Jim's going to like me for that. We have 31. These boosters are 31 and 31. Accelerator pump shooters. I don't know if I'm going to need those. Maybe I can go with something different. I don't know. But we'll see, I guess. This goes on here. Look at that. Turn it over. Now I already sprayed them, so I'm just going to drop them in. That just a clean carb. It does not take long. Okay, almost clean. To put back together. Not at all. Go around and start them all. You want to make sure everything's kosher. Remember, folks, you're dealing with aluminum here. That's why I WD-40 everything. No gall. You don't want galling. You don't. Steel, aluminum. At least I think they're aluminum. No, that's right. They're not. They're something else. I forget. But I still do the same thing anyways. I make sure all my threads, everything is lubed. That was easy enough. Now, metering box. I'm going. Oh, hey, I found bolts. We don't want them falling all over the place. The only thing I got to do is I got to get up quick and find one of these. That's right. I have one missing. Okay, we're almost ready to put this back together now. I got a 10 amp power valve in here. The only thing I'm 100% sure about is, I guess we'll have to check. I forget, I think these are 69s. And the back was 70 or something. I'm letting the back alone. And we're gonna change the front ones. I'm going to drop 4 jet sizes and try that. Boy, my eyes are really starting to suck. There we go. 69. Okay, we're going to put these away and we're going to do I think we're going to do 65. Yep. We'll do 65. We'll try that. See how it works. The reason they call these down leg is just the way they say it, because they go down. They go in and they go down. There's only one fuel entry in each one, but by setting this down inside the Venturi farther hole, whatever you call it, that thingy in there, it increases the signal here, which means it fuels sooner. And you should be able to cut back on your jets a little bit. So we're going to try to 65 from 69. Other than that, I'm not making any changes to this because this thing was spot on. But I know with these boosters that I could get it better. So let's spray these gaskets up. We don't want to use used stuff. I got a trillion new ones, so we'll just use new. Okay, that's if we can find them. Okay, we use those two. And two of these. I never took these apart because it worked fine, so just leave it alone. Hi, my little bubby. So we'll do the front first. We'll spray these up too. Phew-wee. Probably wondering, why don't you rebuild it? There's no reason for me to. I took it apart to send this out. The floats are set. Everything is set. Power valve 10.5. Everything worked great. No need to do any of that. The only thing we need to do is just put it back together. That's it. That's exactly what we're going to do. And you notice here, rubber tab. That's because I run manifold vacuum. I like the max timing, like Andy explained from Unity Motorsports. That never did return my call. He must be a busy man. I'm sorry, not return call. Message. Return my message. I wanted to talk to him about some upcoming projects. That on there. Spray these up. I was lazy. I'm just spraying them right here because I got to keep going. Put the front bowl on. That is going to be, there's nothing to this. The floats are set. Everything is ready to go with this. It's actually making it harder to do it this way. Gonna get this, snug this up for now. Fuel bowls back on. Okay, we got the back one yet. Let's turn you around. Yeah. Put you on here. These will only go on one way. Look. See how the pins go through? Try to put it on the other way. I think one will work, but one won't. See, they'll only go one way. Smothered with WD-40. It works. So I picked that off of Bill's website, and I think it just works. I've never tore a gasket. Power valves ever since then. Everything. I've never tore a gasket doing it like that. Now this back accelerator pump, you can see this accelerator pump, this one here, because of the way that it is. This is a 50cc pump. The front is a 30. That way when you mat this thing, you have extra fuel. Stay. Yeah, this made it really hard. I should have just taken the hose off it, but I was lazy. I was lazy. Sorry. This thing looks like a race car now. Well, that's right, it is. I mean, I am going to do a few things with this and try to get economy out of it. They say you can't with a double pumper. Well, we sure are going to try now, ain't we? Where is... Why are you on the floor? Okay, now we're going to set this up on here. Just makes it a heck of a lot easier. See? And when you do this, you should check your accelerator pump adjustment, because if these are twisted or tweaked a little bit, which you're not going to get them perfect every time, I don't care what you do, at least I haven't yet, they're always different. Your flow is going to be different. Yep, everybody runs like Thunderhead 289, Junkyard Dig, all them guys, they run, for the most part, ported vacuum. I think, is it ported? I don't know. They run the one on an time vacuum, I think. I run the ported, the one that's directly off the in other words, I run manifold vacuum, is what I run. They run the vacuum that's on the top of the carb, that right above the transfer slot. It comes out this port on the side. That's what they run. I don't. I run the right manifold vacuum, because as soon as you start it, it goes full advance. So you're taking and you're getting probably about 35 degrees. Almost your full advance at idle. Now sometimes it may not start, you might have to hold it flat to do it to get it to start, but that's your better bet. If you can do it and you can calm the carburetor down enough to make that happen, that's what you want. Because you got a really clean burn going on. That way, with that timing advance, better throttle response on the road and whatnot, that's what you want. That's what you want. Of course, my opinion is my own. I'm just telling you what works for me. If you're running it off a time vacuum, the only problem with that is there's no vacuum in it until the throttle plates are open so far. Which, that's fine. I read an article many years ago that back in the day, all distributors ran manifold vacuum, is where they ran. Now, and the EPA did something to change all of that. I just keep going around these and getting them where I want them to be. Now I check this. See the play? That, you don't want that. But that was from taking it apart, putting it back together. Look at that play right there. You can't have that. You see how there's no, right at first, there's no shot. There it is, but look, at first, see that? Look at all that movement. So I'll show you how to adjust that. That doesn't take but a minute. I can get this paper towel out of here now. All it is, oh, what do we have on this one? 2 3/8 wrenches. Or is it 2 6? I don't remember. One wrench here, a wrench up here. All you do is just loosen it, excuse me, until there's no more play. And there's a lot of play. I don't know how that happened. Wow. Jeez Louise. Boy, that'll really kill a pump shot, that's for sure. There we go. See, now the second you hit it, it moves. That's what we want. I'm going to give that just a hair more. There, I'm comfortable with that. Now, what about you? Are you enough or are you too much? Now, this back one, I'm going to tighten it until I get play. And then I'm going to go the other way because I have a funny feeling this is too much. And 3/8 wrench doesn't fit that one. 7/16. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, this spring. See this spring in here? This, it's like this right now. It's tight because of the way that it is. So I'm going to try to loosen or tighten it up first. Okay, and it wasn't off very far. You see how we have a little play. So we're going to take it back where it was. Instantaneous. That's good. That is good. The settings, the floats, I'm not touching any of it. The only thing I want to make sure is you should really check this. I'm trying to figure out where I can sit it to show you. You put it back together, make sure there's no binding. I have some kind of binding here. I have to look into this. You can see how it hesitates when the 4-barrel is wide open. And I think it has to do with this pump cam right here. Is what I think it is. So I'm going to play with that. That's got to be it. I think that's what it is. I'm going to play with that and see if I can make that better. I think I'm about out of time though. I think that pump cam is old, so it's making this throttle hang up. And it's done it ever since I put it on. I'm not comfortable with it. So what I'm going to do, this is all it is. It's one of these. It's a little plastic piece, and that's what makes the accelerator pump work. So I'm going to find a different one, and I think I'm going to change that out and call it a night. We'll get this finished up tonight. I doubt tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do with this truck. Next week, we're going to get this back in the car because it's almost the end of the month. We can drive her again. So I'm going to play around with the accelerator pump a little bit and see if I can feel why it's hanging up because it really does bother me. I'd hate to have this thing stick at like $7,000 and I can't get it. Yeah, no. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever else you need to do down there. Help the channel out so we can grow. I got a lot of projects that I want to come, and I've really been thinking hard about it. I think what we're going to save that police interceptor for, with a few modifications, of course, I'm looking for a Ranchero. I think that's what we're going to do. I thought about a Cougar. I thought about a Lincoln, but I always liked the Ranchero. They're like the El Camino. I think they're just unique. So I'm going to start looking. Maybe I can find one with no motor, reasonable. And that's where that big block's going to go. We're going to put a 460 police interceptor, aka Cobra Jet specs, you know that, and a Ranchero. So, once again, like, subscribe, share, and whatever else you do. Have a good night.